Morning Savannah, working for you.
Welcome back. It is 6:45. I'm Jessica Kiss. This morning we continue with a special series showing you how different things make drivers unsafe behind the wheel. Now, it's the very first time that Georgia State Troopers and the media in Savannah have ever done the exercises you are about to see. WJCL's Cassidy Lance got behind the wheel herself for this exercise, and she joins us with more on her experience. Good morning, Cassidy.
Good morning, Jessica. Yes, I got into the driver's seat to find out just how dangerous one common distraction can be. One state troopers say they see all too often. Now here's part 2 of dangerous driving.
8 trillion. That's how many text messages are sent not every year, but every month. And Georgia State Patrol officers know that a number of those messages are either sent or received while someone is behind the wheel.
We just live in a society where we're traveling all the time, whether it's school, business, pleasure activities, and we're trying to handle business and personal business while on the highway.
Something Senior Trooper Andy Sinkfield says started out as a problem among young people.
They're the ones that kind of brought it on and all the lingo and acronyms.
But now, that's all changed.
The older generation, 6-7 years ago, were not even texting and barely using a phone. But that same mature generation now are actually texting and using the smartphones because of the communication barrier. That's the way they have communication with their families and kids.
And it's that ease of accessibility that makes texting while driving so alluring, to be connected 24/7. So as a part of this technology-driven generation, I decided to put myself to the test. With Georgia State Patrol standing by, I found out just how dangerous texting while driving can be firsthand.
Now, to prove that I'm actually a decent driver, I'm going to hop in this car and take a spin around these cones without texting.
So I got in and buckled up. It wasn't exactly easy, but I still came out okay, with all cones in place.
Okay, so I passed the test, paying attention, eyes on the road, both hands on the wheel, but now let's see if I can do it texting while I'm driving. And Jonathan Myers wouldn't even get in the car with me, if that tells you anything. Here we go. I'm trying to maintain the same speed, probably about 10 to 15 miles per hour is what I did the other one. So let's see if we can do that, which it's going to be tough.
Tough, because according to Sinkfield, you're 23 times more likely to be involved in a crash if you text and drive. And the average person looks away from the road while texting for about 5 seconds.
Just traveling at a moderate speed, you're traveling further than the length of a football field. You're traveling further than 300 feet in only 5 seconds.
So with all that in mind, how did I fare?
Okay.
Not too well, knocking over 3 of the 6 cones.
So the main thing we saw is really just the distraction of not knowing what was going on in front of you, not being able to maintain that speed.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And just the overall faculties, we're kind of lost in that whole scenario.
And with the Thanksgiving holiday upon us, Sinkfield says following the rules of the road is especially important.
More people's going to be on the roadway, so of course they're probably going to be on their phones, and they're wanting to share their plans, they're wanting to share the pictures that's happened over the holiday period, so that means more people's going to be on the phones.
If I was out on the road, this trooper probably would not be too happy with me right now. It just goes to show how dangerous this really can be. Now, a texting ban was first enforced in the state of Georgia in 2010 that covers any type of cell phone use other than phone calls, like email and social media. But Trooper Sinkfield says, unfortunately, numbers have not decreased since that ban was put into place. He says it's simply a hard law to enforce. Now, you're going to want to make sure to join us back here tomorrow when our Jonathan Myers will show us what troopers consider one of the most dangerous things you can do while driving. Jessica?
Absolutely. People will want to tune in for that. Another thing with the texting, now that it is illegal in the state of Georgia, Trooper Sinkfield was saying a lot of people are trying to conceal it, holding their phones low in their lap, versus before maybe people held it by the steering wheel and their eyes were at least closer to looking at the road.
Exactly.
It's just a situation. People really need to just put down the phones and wait till they get to their destination or pull over.
Yeah, they do. It's a dangerous situation either way you look at it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Cassidy.
Sure.